Don't forget to subscribe, guys, for daily boxing videos. I think they might be looking past me, but it's part of Hearn's job to look at future fights. But it might be too early to start looking, as there is still a fight in front of them. Now that is what WBO heavyweight champion of the world, Joseph Parker, had to say. He believes that Anthony Joshua's team is looking past him. He believes that Joshua and Hearn is looking past him. But as he said in that little clip that I just read, he said that it's Eddie Hearn's job to look at future fights for Anthony Joshua. And it's true. Eddie Hearn is a promoter. He's trying to immediately have Anthony Joshua in there as soon as possible, especially since Anthony Joshua is the cash cow. And he probably generates the most money whenever Anthony Joshua fights. So, of course, he's going to be looking for the best guys Anthony Joshua could fight after he beats the current opponent that he's facing. Like right now, there are rumors that he might face Jarrell Miller next. You know, they're already talking about stuff like that. So I agree with that with Joseph Parker. Do I think that guys like Anthony Joshua is looking past Joseph Parker? I don't know, because I'm not in Anthony Joshua's brain. So I don't know if he's looking past him. But he could be looking past him because, you know, I believe sometimes fighters, they don't train as hard, especially if they think their opponent is an easy opponent. For example, maybe Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas. You know, if you look at Mike Tyson when he fought Buster Douglas, you know, when he went in the ring, you know, he looked, you know, there was rumors that he was not training properly, and he wasn't like also, you know, like before fights, fighters are sweaty and shit because they're you know, they're warming up. He didn't even look warmed up, so that could be a possibility that Joseph Parker could be taking. I mean, Anthony Joshua could be taking Joseph Parker lightly, but I doubt it, because when Mike Tyson was fighting, was preparing to fight Buster Douglas was not an undefeated fighter. He was a guy who had been knocked out about twice in his career. He was a guy who had losses, and he was a massive underdog. So maybe that's why somebody like Mike Tyson didn't take him seriously. But I believe that, but obviously Joseph Parker is an undefeated fighter. He's a champion himself. And I'm pretty sure Anthony Joshua sees him as a threat. So he's probably going to train really hard to prepare himself for Joseph Parker. I mean, and if he doesn't, then he'll be an idiot because he'll lose. So yeah, I don't think Anthony Joshua fans should worry about that. Because again, I think the only time fighters tend to not, look past their opponents is when their opponents are very low level guys. And a lot of them don't train, you know. For example, another guy, Zab Judah. When Zab Judah fought, man, I forgot that guy's name. Oh, Carlos Baldomir. Carlos Baldomir was a massive underdog. Zab Judah was the champion. And Zab Judah didn't train, you know, hard for that fight. And he lost that fight. So I do think that some fighters have a habit of, they don't train as hard to prepare themselves for an opponent who is looked at as an easy fight for them. You might even see James DeGill. Some people say that James DeGill didn't train hard, you know, didn't prepare himself well enough for Caleb Truex, because he was supposed to walk right through Caleb Truex and therefore he lost. So, like I said, though, even though some fighters do that, I noticed the pattern that when fighters do that, it's normally against guys that are low-level guys, and that's why they end up losing against them. But normally when fighters are facing top-level guys, they prepare 100%. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of Joseph Parker's comments. Do you guys agree with him? Do you guys don't? And remember to subscribe for daily boxing videos, guys. McGregor's out. Thanks for watching.